In the 1860s, Irishmen invaded Canada, and the idea to do so came from right here in New York City. In 1858, the Fenian Brotherhood was founded by a Limerick man living in New York named John O'Mahony. This was the American branch of an Irish revolutionary organisation called the Irish Republican Brotherhood. The humble beginnings of the Fenian Brotherhood began in a room here on Centre Street in Manhattan, and then here at 22 Duane Street, Manhattan. But in 1865, they moved to a much fancier building called the Moffat Mansion, which was right here at the northwestern corner of Union Square. Thousands of these Fenians would fight in the American Civil War, while a rebellion was being planned in Ireland. But by the time the American Civil War ended, the British were onto the IRB, and a rebellion in Ireland seemed hopeless. Some of the Fenians in America grew impatient and took matters into their own hands. However, the closest British-controlled territory to them wasn't Ireland. It was Canada. The idea of an Irish invasion of Canada came from two Cork lads living in New York, Thomas Sweeney and William Roberts. In 1865, Sweeney wrote a letter to Roberts saying, "The Fenians in Ireland are totally unprepared. The Canadian frontier extending from the north of St. Lawrence to Lake Huron, a distance of over 1,300 miles, is assailable at all points." Shortly after moving into their new fancy premises, the Fenian Brotherhood would split into two factions. The original John O'Mahony faction stayed here in the Moffat Mansion, and the William Roberts faction established a new headquarters at 706 Broadway. Thomas Sweeney, a former Union Army Brigadier General, bought thousands of rifles from the government arsenals in Pennsylvania and upstate New York. On the 31st of May, 1866, the Fenians made their biggest move. In Buffalo, New York, they crossed the Niagara River into British North America.